Hiya, Martin here, thanks for joining me and welcome to episode 1 of the brand new series of Turner's Journey. This episode is entitled Background Noise. As you can probably hear, there is some background noise going on. This is because way back in 2020, production Turner and Turner demonstrator and shooter extraordinaire Les Thorne and I teamed up, as you would have seen in a video a few weeks ago, looking back at what happened in 2020. So Les is a production turner, he is in his workshop and he's obviously working on some stuff for customers. So throughout the whole series of the new Turner's Journey, you are likely to hear some background noise. There's nothing I can do about it. This is life here at the workshop. So what's happening this week? Well, I've got a lot to do. Not least because this is being filmed on Tuesday the 10th of June. You're not seeing it until the 1st of August. But yeah, anyway, I need to find my flow, as it were. So this week I need to take a trip up to Oxford on behalf of the Register of Professional Turners. That's on Thursday, so you'll be seeing a little bit about that. I also need to get some time management done. Now, back in January, I started using a fantastic calendar called Motion. It's an AI calendar, and since January it has been incredibly useful. I'm not being paid to say that, but use Motion or Motion calendar is absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love it. So I've got to tell it what I need to do and stuff, and it basically organises each day and each week, and it's all very clever. I've got a live demo tonight, turning a little rice bowl, and like a wally, I forgot to bring up my tablet that I use to control the cameras and stuff. So I need to go home and get that because I've got to put the graphics together and what have you. So I've got to go and get that before I can do the graphics. One of those things, you know, background noise isn't just an audible thing. There's background noise in your head that you need to kind of filter out. So I've got all of the slides done for the rice bowl demo this evening, and the last thing I need to do is just create a little thumbnail image for the demonstration. It's sort of a hold screen, as it were. And the easiest way to do that is just use your phone. Snap a picture. There we go. Right, pack all this lot away and crack on. Well, it's almost demo time, Tuesday evening, and there are a few people in the Zoom waiting room ready to come in to watch my presentation on turning a little Japanese style rice bowl like this one. So I'm just running through a few final checks for the microphone and the speaker and cameras and stuff before I head over there to do my bit, the main presentation. So Natalia's going to be sitting here doing the moderation, making sure everybody's mics are muted and stuff like that for the demo. I'm expecting somewhere around 20 odd people. It's nice doing demonstrations in the Zoom environment, as it were, because it's a much smaller audience. I can see mostly who's tuned in to watch, whereas on YouTube, of course, it's all a lot of fun on YouTube, but the chat flies by and questions get missed, that sort of thing. And whilst it's lovely to have that sort of community, woodturning community, come and join in and watch a live stream, doing it in a more intimate environment such as Zoom means I can answer far more questions a little bit more thoroughly than I can if I end up doing it on YouTube. I will be doing some more stuff on YouTube at some point, but I've got the book demos to do, the book live demonstrations to do on a Tuesday night, and eventually, probably towards the autumn now, we'll get round to doing some more live stuff on YouTube. Grabbing it too hard. Slow the leg down to 1000 RPM. And part it off just like that. Oh, it worked. can put that just up there and hit that, oh, not that button, that one, there. This morning I'm trundling up the A34 towards Oxford to visit the Handmade Oxford International Contemporary Craft Festival. It's running today, which is Thursday the 12th, through to Saturday. I'm not 100% certain what to expect, but I am expecting to see some very high-end crafts from some amazing artisans. Now I'm heading up there because I've been invited to go up there by the Register of Professional Turners. I sit on the committee of the RPT, and so the idea is I go up there, investigate around there. I've got sort of a little meeting, as it were, scheduled, sort of organised with a chap called Dan, who's one of the organisers. So I'm going to find out how it works, you know, what we need to do, any sort of vetting procedure or anything like that, before hopefully having a little look around the actual event. And of course I'll show you some of what we discover when we get there. 51 miles to go. So I'm here with Peter from Greenwood Days, and Peter's letting me have a go. Whoops! Peter's letting me have a go on a pole lathe. I've never done it before, so it's a really interesting. It's a very different way of doing it compared to doing it with a powered lathe, of course, because I can only cut on the downstroke of the pole.
You're not doing too bad.
Oh, thank you very much. Now Peter is from the Midlands, and he does. In fact, do you want to tell them, Peter?
So I run Greenwood Days. I make chairs, but also I run a traditional centre for teaching crafts. Or a centre for teaching traditional crafts. greenwooddays.co.uk. We do about 60 courses a year with lots of the country's leading makers come out to the Woodland workshop and teach their craft. Or you can come out to the Woodland and make a chair with me.
Fantastic.
How about that?
Thank you very much indeed for showing me. It's really cool. Really enjoyed that. I have found another member of the Register of Professional Turners. This is Danielle Flowers from Shropshire, and her work is absolutely gorgeous. Danielle, tell me a little bit about your work. Where does the wood come from other than trees? Tell me.
So it's all locally sourced in Shropshire. I like to follow it all the way through its process. So buying full tree trunks, we mill it all ourselves and then find the really alternative parts of the grain. So I like to champion the British timbers and find really small, beautiful elements and just turn it into smaller pieces, basically.
Fantastic. Your work it's absolutely gorgeous, and you were saying to me earlier that this is just the right sort of place for members to come and visit.
Yeah, there's a real appreciation here for craft and for hand creating wooden work and all sorts of artisan produce.
Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed for your time.
Thank you. Cheers. We'll see.
So you would have seen I had a fantastic day yesterday at the Handmade Oxford Festival. It was really, really good fun. I thoroughly enjoyed the atmosphere and the way it was laid out. It felt a bit like a sort of a traditional English summer fete kind of thing with the hay bales and the deck chairs and stuff. It was felt all very traditional, but the work that was on display there was just absolutely superb. It was a proper high-end festival of craft as per the description. I definitely got a feeling there that the visitors that were there were looking for that high-end one-off artisan creation that they're looking for, sort of thing. Really enjoyed it. Now today is Friday the 13th. Ugh, that doesn't bode well. Yeah, I'm teaching today. I have a student coming today, and it's what time is it? 8:15. But I've got a little bit of catching up to do on some social media and some admin before they arrive. And I've also got some pen blanks to trim down the end of, or the ends of, as well, because I've got a pen teaching class on Sunday. Yeah, it's going to be another busy day. Leisure is here today as part of her studies towards her certificate in woodturning, which is a collaborative effort between the AWGB, the Association of Woodturners of Great Britain, and the Worshipful Company of Turners. It's organised or arranged by the AWGB under the auspices of the Worshipful Company of Turners. Leisure's here is part of an eight week programme that we've organised with Leisure in order to get her through the certificate and the assessment at the end. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about the certificate in woodturning, then the link is just here, and I'll also put it in the description of the video too. It's a really fantastic program as it gives you a really good overall knowledge and experience in turning, and takes you through pretty much everything you're ever going to want to know about turning, really. Certainly if you're a beginner or even an intermediate turner, it is definitely worth exploring the possibilities of doing. With a group of 5 students in tomorrow for a wood turning experience day, I've got to drill the holes for the worm screws in these rather nice beechwood blanks from Dalman Timber. Beech is a good wood to be trying out wood turning with, because it's not too hard, it's not too soft, it's got a nice tight grain pattern. And these 8x2 inch blanks are just the right size to get to grips with turning. But it's not just a bowl that the students are going to be turning tomorrow. They're also going to be turning a slimline pen and also a spinning top as well. There we go, job done. Saturday morning, and I've got a group of 5 in today for a wood turning experience day. And the main thing that I need, well, the main things I need to do this morning are tidy up my little bench just here and sharpen the tools for the students. It's about 7:45, so I've got myself a little bit of time before they arrive at the coffee shop for our little meet and greet. So I've got to have a little tidy up. I like these experience days. They're good fun because it's all about fun today. It's all about making some shavings, introducing people to wood turning in a friendly environment rather than being a super duper formal environment. Today is all about having some fun, playing with some tools, seeing how they work, and just generally making shavings, you know. And hopefully 1 or 2 of them might get bitten by the bug and take up turning sort of as a new hobby. Sunday morning, and I'm up here getting ready for a pen turning morning. Today's the 15th of June. I've been up here since about 8 o'clock. It's about 8:30 now, and I've just got the lathes sorted out with the mandrels and what have you. So we can turn, let me grab it. So we can turn one of these really nice rollable pens from Taylor's Murfield. This is a really popular course, and it's a really good way to get people interested in wood turning. And it's a pretty inexpensive morning, and they get to go home with a really nice rollable pen. So I'm looking forward to seeing the 4 people who are booked on that this morning. And of course, today is the last day of the first episode of Turner's Journey. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed making it this week. It's been a busy week, as you've seen. Next week, I've got a live demo to do on Tuesday night. I'm demonstrating at Test Valley Woodturners on Monday, Cheam on Wednesday night. Can't remember what's happening Thursday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday. I will have to have a look. So we've got another busy week all lined up for next week. I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you for now. I'm going to sign off on this episode and say thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do like, share, subscribe, and if you can, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode. But for now, I will leave you with a little bit of footage from today's pen turning workshop day, morning thing. Thanks very much. See you next week. Bye for now. Other than just the weight of my hand, I'm just going to rock backwards and forwards.
Completely different, aren't they?